Hey guys, it's Ron with the Arkansas CW here at Bentonville Film Festival, and I'm with Inti, Sean, and Sholo. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Thank you for having
And we're here to talk about the film Whitina.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me the synopsis of the movie?
Yeah. Whitina is about a white acting Latina, and she has an altercation that two of her former best friends are a part of, and with undercover ICE agents, and they have to go on the run. And it's about our main character who Indy plays. Her name's Genesis, and it's about her having to kind of make decisions about what it means to be Mexican American, and also just about how we aren't a monolith, and it means something to each of us as individuals, to all three of the characters as individuals.
And what was the inspiration behind all this?
Yeah, the inspiration was just that I think there was threefold. One thing was that, you know, like I said, we're not a monolith, so that I wanted to show three very different characters that are all considered, you know, Latinx and a part of, you know, deemed as Mexican American, but they were very different characters. And then I also I feel like the things that we are offered as Latinx, especially when we were growing up, we had these films that were very trauma-based, kind of oppression Olympics.
Right.
And I wanted to show something that was fun. We were breaking the fourth wall. We're using social media. We have really fun music in our film, Princess Nokia, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I won't, shorten it for you guys. It's a kid's show. But yeah, we have some really good things that are kind of similar to what we would have seen growing up in cult classics and things like that really, I feel like, weren't offered to our community.
Definitely. So, for you playing Genesis, how did you tap into that?
Well, I'm mixed. My mom's Australian and my dad's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it was really important to kind of tell the story of Latinas can look so many different ways. Latinos and Latinx people look so many different ways, and to kind of categorize one to look in a specific way is kind of a backslap to everybody else. And so we feel the need to kind of put on this show to kind of prove, but not only to our community, but to other people, and it's really exhausting. And so tapping into that was really nice, being able to play a character who had that, and it really helped me through my own personal journey of that. So playing Genesis was just phenomenal.
Yeah, like between my siblings, my younger brother is the darkest, my sister's the lightest. She has your skin complexion. Funny enough, her name is Blanca. So, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And any funny stories that you guys have, or any like stories that you have during the shoot?
We met in a tent.
If Kayla was here, she would tell you we had no money. No.
Funny stories? I mean, did you have one in mind, or?
Funny stories. I remember being freezing. I had to wear like these chanclas that had like a strap around the back, and we had to run for so long, which is why there's a scene in the movie where like I look at this kid and I'm just like, can I have your shoes? And they give me the shoes. That's not the synopsis of the whole scene, but it's just, I just remember being really cold and them being late nights and just us having a lot of fun. Him and Kayla's not here. They were the jokesters of the set. They talk and make jokes all the time. They were super funny.
I think for me it was funny, and again, we had to do it for the shoot, so it wasn't me trying to trick them. But I think they had to run a lot in this film. And Indy's talking about her chanclas, like she had to run in chanclas the majority of the film. And we also, Sholo had a gun.
A fake gun.
A gun that he had to run with. Yeah, it was a fake gun.
Of course.
But, like we running with the props through these neighborhoods that you predominantly would not see any of this happening was, just with itself brought its own comedy. So that was kind of some of the things happening.
Oh, there's a fight scene between me and Kayla where it's kind of the climax where there's all of these hidden emotions between each other, and there's this angst, and so finally we're able to kind of say what we feel, and in that moment it reaches that we say what we need to say, then we see each other as it is. But while we're doing that, me and Kayla were actually supposed to like jump on top of each other and kind of like pull each other's hair like fun. Well, we both had bobby pins, so at some point our hairs got caught in each other.
Oh, wow.
So it really was us like trying to separate, but it really it was just it was a hot mess, but it worked.
It was a happy disaster.
Yeah, it was
So,
great.
any stories on your end?
I mean, shoot, to be quite honest, we filmed this quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But
He's slept
I think,
since then?
What, Helen?
You've slept since then?
Yeah, exactly. But, I think, and this is kind of sound like a generic answer, but something that I've valued the most is just the time that I got to spend with these two. I think it's very rare. I don't want to say very rare. It's not always that you get to meet people who you genuinely like enjoy off set or off camera. And I think with Indy, Sean, and Kayla, like that wasn't the case at all. They all came on board, were super genuine, and I think it's so helpful when you're all working towards one cause, one like, hey, we all have our mindset on what we want to accomplish, whether that be directing a great movie or killing the lead role or whatever it is, like being everyone there, it's like one great oiled machine, and I think it's a little refreshing, and honestly it was fun to work on like a smaller set. I think a lot of the times when you work on these larger sets, you're like everyone, you hardly see everyone. It's kind of like the grip is there doing the grip thing, like we got lighting, like rigging up like the keynotes or whatever, but with this it was kind of like, all right, we got like, let's make this movie, let's figure this stuff out.
Right.
And I think that was like, it kind of kept you on your toes and it kept things exciting, and I think it made for the I think
you can see it in the film too. Yes. Like you guys' bond with Indy and Kayla.
Yeah, not even on camera. I mean, yes, definitely on camera, but also when people are working towards like, I know exactly what the goal of this is, and I know what the finished product is going to be. You work so much harder to like make sure that your stuff is good, because you want like my name's on that. Oh wow, this came out really good. And I think that sometimes isn't the case for those like these bigger
No, and that's the thing, is like, just based off what Sholo said, I felt like these guys, it was awesome to see not only them showing up as actors and amazing, but also there would be times where I'd be like, Sholo has a really great eye, and I would be like, hey Sholo, we have 2 seconds to film something, can you go film B-roll with something, and he would take his camera and film something for us. And then Indy, she's a director in the making, so it was great to be able to talk to her and get her voice and her ideas about scenes, and just have that collaboration with each other, which I feel like when we're all working on bigger sets, we don't really have those voices.
Right.
And it was really important for us.
I heard Indy under her voice saying it's very intimate. You guys were together,
It was, and it created a bond like no other. I mean, it was filmed so long ago, and here we all are. I mean, we're all still really good friends, and I think that it doesn't get lost in translation. If anything, you see how much we care about it, and that's why we're here. And if you see it, you can be it, just like Gina says. And if anybody watches the show, then they can kind of, or the movie, they're able to recognize that and feel that.
Definitely. Before I head out, I think Shola hit us with like a spoiler there a second ago.
What'd you do? What'd you say?
Something about the lead character and murder. Was that? Yeah, he said killing off the lead character. Did you not just say that?
No, like killing the lead role, like she killed it.
She killed it. Okay, I thought he was with the spoiler. I was like,
no. He was like, everything after that was just like white noise.
he said she's killing it. She's killing the character. I was like, did he really just hit it with the spoiler? I gotta call that out.
She turns out to be a murderer. No one's a murderer.
Or they may die. You never know. That's why you need to
watch
the movie, guys.
The movie.
So, any website or social medias, personal or professional, you guys want to put out there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm Indy Navarrete. That's Navarrette.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can go to Whitina Film on Instagram, and then Smith J. Sean is my Instagram, and
Sholo Maridueña is my Instagram with an underscore.
At Sholo Maridueña.
Yes, at Sholo Maridueña.
At this point in the game of Instagram, everyone knows you start with an at. It's just
go.
like,
Yeah.
you don't even have to like say it anymore.
Come on.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate your time, and
Awesome.
thank you for being
so
here.
much for having us.
Thank you.
Of course.